Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today, as you can see, we have the Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined. These are made with leather, as you can see, and a lot of people were 50-50 about these. You know, I personally, I never had a Bred 4. I've never even held the original, so I don't really have a dog in the fight, if I'm being honest, but in my hand, it's a pretty cool shoe. I'm not going to sit here and preach about this and say this is going to be like the best shoe ever, but the shoe does have a lot of hype surrounding it, and people are, I don't know, I just feel like there's always a lot of controversy with these newer releases, especially anything that has the word reimagined attached to it. People kind of get their hopes up. You're going to have people going back and talking about how the shoe used to look in the 80s and 90s, and even some of the other times in the previous years when the shoe has retroed. If I'm not mistaken, I was doing a little research on this shoe, and I think this shoe has been retroed about maybe 4, maybe 5 times since it was initially released, and it's mostly always had a nubuck or a suede material. So the fact that they're switching things up and essentially reversing it now, I feel like that's kind of what the Jordan brand is doing. So what I mean by that, any shoe that originally came out, if it was leather, they're now going to add nubuck to it, or suede, and vice versa. If a shoe was suede, when they reimagine it, they're going to do nubuck. That's just kind of what they've been doing. I don't think it hurts the shoe whatsoever, but you know, some people like what they like. But I feel like this does give the shoe a better appearance. It does look like it is nice quality leather. It's very soft to touch, you know what I'm saying? So actually, when I say it's very soft, I mean this is really soft leather, you guys. It seems pretty cool. If you can see the glow from my ring light, that's always a good sign when you're talking about leather. So make sure you keep it nice and clean and condition it if you want to save the integrity of it. But pretty cool. Other than that, I think they did do something different with the box. All they did was reverse it. So normally the speckle pattern would be on the bottom part of the box, and then the black box would be on the lid. I feel like the inside is still red. So just little slight differences that they do with these boxes. Once again, just to kind of switch things up, I got my true size, which is a 10.5. So part of my issue with Jordan 4s altogether is I do feel like it is a very uncomfortable shoe. And I know historically for me, I've gotten both sizes 10.5 and I've gotten size 11s in Jordan 4s. And if I'm being honest, they're all just kind of uncomfortable. So I haven't put these to feet yet. Not even sure if I keep these, to be honest, but should I keep them? I hope it's a nice, comfortable fit. Ever since the SB Jordan 4 released last year, a lot of people have been saying that this is going to be the new format. That's what they're going to do for all Jordan 4s. So maybe it's supposed to be a little bit more comfortable. I don't know. The tongue itself is also leather, as you can see. Not too thick, though. It's actually a little bit thinner. So maybe that'll make a difference. I don't see any change of laces. It's like it's just black laces for this shoe. I imagine people probably will be swapping it at some point and not get the little tag attached to it. It's just like the small things. I'm actually happy my tag is attached to this shoe, because when I got my Reimagined 3s, my little orange tag was not attached still for some reason. So I don't know, it's just like the little small things. I got a lot of opportunities to get this shoe. I even was able to get a pair for my little girl. This is a 5C. Isn't that cute? So I do have a funny story though. I got these both from City Gear. If you guys don't know, City Gear and Hibbett Sports, they're the same company. In my experience, when you get a shoe from Hibbett's, Hibbett's is like the Target version of the brand, and City Gear is the Walmart version. So if you ever want a shoe from Hibbett's or City Gear, just know the two are vastly different, and you'll see what I mean if you ever go from one to the other. But a lot of hype surrounding the shoe. I know people were talking about resale and stuff like that. I think the shoe was probably reselling anywhere from like $260, maybe close to $300. So if you're trying to buy these still locally, I will probably buy now. I think they're probably going to go up in price. So you don't want that to happen to you. If you can get these for a lower price mark, especially if you want these for a personal pair, I will probably go ahead and grab it. just because fours are really popular right now, so there's no reason to think that these will go down, even though there is a lot of stock. And I know people always bring that into conversation. They're like, hey man, it's like 500,000 pairs of these. It doesn't matter. There are still thousands, hundreds of thousands of people who are not getting these shoes. So I know you look at those numbers and you think, oh, this is going to be an easy cop. It may be for you, but for a lot of people, they still are not going to be able to grab this shoe. No matter what they do, they're still not going to grab it. And they don't know all the tips and tricks that we know. You know, they don't know to enter different websites and different raffles. They don't know to ask around or try to make contacts. You know, whatever tips and tricks that you may use to get these shoes, just keep in mind the average layperson has no idea about any of this. So when I say layperson, I'm talking about the aunts, the grandfathers, the dads, grandmothers, the ones who are actually buying these shoes for their kids and loved ones. They don't know anything about that. So unfortunately, they're the ones who are going to get taxed on these. They can't get these for retail. So I know people are talking about the stock is crazy, but it doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. And that stuff does affect resale prices because it's not going to be available. I was able to grab 2 pair. I actually could have grabbed 3 pair, but I didn't get a notification from Champs that I won my raffle. Maybe that's my fault, but I thought they did like push notifications about those things. But that was actually the first shoe I've ever won from Champs. But like I said, I missed out on that one. Even the toddler size shoe, pretty nice leather on this one as well. It looks like the same material, just in toddler size. So this is a 5C. Hopefully my daughter can grow into these for a little bit, but I just had to grab her a pair as well, just because I won both of them. Like I said, I won 2 of these off Hibbett Sports, 2 different locations. Thankfully, they were like kind of within a 5-mile radius, so that wasn't too crazy. But let me know what you guys think about this shoe in the comments. I know a lot of people are kind of iffy about this, but I feel like people just say that so they can just try to grab more themselves. I've been seeing numerous people talk about they want to double up. So they're going to keep one of these for a personal, and then they'll probably try to sell a few of these. When you start seeing these on people's feet, just know that it's probably going to go up a little bit more. So that's all we got for the 4. Almost dropped it. That's all we got for the 4 today. I'll keep you guys posted. I'll probably be throwing up a picture and comparing all the Reimagines I have as well. I think that would be a pretty cool video. So maybe we'll do something like that in the near future. Until next time. But like I said, man, I appreciate y'all for watching. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, liking the video. You can leave a comment. I do try to respond to those. So like I said, I appreciate you guys so much. Have a good one, and we will be back again soon. Peace.